What's up, guys? ArtistVersion1 here, and welcome back to another edition of the Three-Way Dance Wrestling Podcast. And of course, you can't have the three-way dance unless there's three of us. So joining me as always is Shelby, aka Shubs.
You took the words right out of my mouth.
Bite my ass, Shelby. And joining me as always is he has a little ditty about Jack and Diane, Nick.
Two American kids growing up in the heartland. What's up, everybody?
There we go. So we got a show for you here tonight. It is Royal Rumble season here. So we are going to be looking at a classic Royal Rumble here. We're doing another classic pay-per-view review. No, not WoW Unleashed, but not Spring Vengeance. That never happened. But we are going to be talking about, there's a little bit of feedback coming from one of y'all. If y'all can
Nick.
Yeah. But we are going to be talking about Royal Rumble 2012. We're going to be going 10 years back. And, of course, we're going to be playing It Came From eBay and Three-Word Dance and, of course, Impromptu Promo, taking your questions, all that good stuff here. But first, to get to all that, we have to talk about a couple news items here. The first thing, let's talk about this poor bastard here. Let's talk about Mustafa Ali. Last week we mentioned that Mustafa Ali has asked for his release and, and speculated as to why he asked for it. Doesn't matter why he asked for it because WWE has denied his release. They said, fuck your release. You're staying here.
He's an independent contractor. How can he not just leave?
Because those contracts are fucked.
Oh, evidently.
They're fucking brutal.
How long?
It's amazing they get anybody to sign it.
He's going to pull the pack and just stay at home, and they're just going to keep adding time to his contract until finally they say enough.
But Pac stayed at home because he didn't want to work with Enzo. But, that's the thing that always fooled me with Pac is that, Pac was just like, I'm not jobbing to Enzo again. And then Enzo got fired, 2 weeks later, and he never came back.
He probably just didn't want to at that point. He's probably just like, fuck it.
Yeah.
That's what always got me about Pac. I'm just like, dude, you got what you want. Enzo's gone. You can come back if you want. And he was just like, fuck it.
Yeah.
But now I think they're treating him like Luke Harper. He's like, I want out. And they're just like, no.
No.
You're going to stay.
You're an asset to the company.
But I just sit at home. But you're an asset. Exactly. Your ass sat at home.
Good shit, pal.
Good shit.
All right. And let's see here. Speaking of releases, former WWE Cruiserweight champion, that Cruiserweight title, Brian Kendrick has asked for his release from the company. And apparently he's asked for his release 6 weeks ago and is still waiting for a response.
It's going to be a no.
Yeah, but at least Ali has good reason. He's like, fuck your Aladdin gimmick, bitch. Brian Kendrick, he's kind of semi-retired. He's been kind of a producer on NXT and 205 Live. Okay, whatever. That show. One, they don't even have 205. Two, it's not even live anymore. Like fucking 405 recorded at this point, but whatever. But the fact that no one's even responded to it in 6 weeks, and Ali goes on Twitter, he's like, I've asked for my release, and WWE's like, yeah, ass sat at home. Yeah. Kendrick's like, yeah, can y'all maybe look at my release? And they're like, yeah, we'll get to it.
Oh
they
yes,
might just let Kendrick go.
We'll get to it. Yeah. Or they grant Kendrick's and Ali goes on another.
Are y'all gonna miss Brian Kendrick? Y'all gonna miss Brian Kendrick if he's gone?
I didn't realize he was still with the company.
Yeah,
a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, I like Brian Kendrick, but I didn't realize he was still around.
He got tossed down those stairs, and I was like, "Oh shit, he's still around?" Huh?
Yeah, he's a producer with NXT. And speaking of NXT, there was a new arrival at NXT last week. The Ring General, Walter, showed up and he took on Roderick Strong in the main event as the fans chanted, Walter's gonna kill you. And they chanted, Walter, Walter. And after he defeated Roderick Strong, he changed his name to Gunther.
Oh, so good.
How do we feel about Gunther?
Well, they scrapped it, so.
No, they scrapped the last name.
Gunther Stark.
Oh, really? I thought they scrapped the whole thing.
No, they scrapped Gunther Stark. But
so now it's just Gunther. Honestly, just Gunther is better than Gunther Stark anyway. I thought Stark was kind of a stupid last name.
Like, he's already made a name on the Indies, and I know they don't care about the Indies. I know they don't care. But like in NXT UK, he was the longest reigning. I think he's still the longest reigning NXT UK champion as Walter. We already know him as Walter.
Yeah.
Like, how is he going to come in and be like, my name is now Gunther? That's like if like Hulk Hogan returned tomorrow and he's just like, I'm not Hulk Hogan, I'm fucking Terry Bollea. And they're like, no, you're not. You're fucking Hulk Hogan.
Yeah, but to them, it's not like that. You know, it's not like that at all. It'd be like fucking if you or I came in, you know, they're nobody to their audience in their minds, which is untrue. It's totally untrue. If anybody's watching now, it's still the diehards. But I didn't mind the name. I didn't mind the gimmick. I didn't mind the idea of it. I just thought that they probably thought of that just so that he wouldn't get cheered anymore if they gave him the name of a fucking U-boat commander. But I feel like they didn't check, and whoever did come up with it wasn't Vince or Bruce, and is probably now fired for not fucking realizing that they probably shouldn't have named him after a fucking war fucking guy in World
apparently
War II.
The story with that is when they came up with Gunther Stark, they didn't realize that there was a Nazi general connection. It wasn't until like people started reporting on it when they were just like, "Oh, really?"
It was unfortunate.
But speaking of not being happy, apparently WWE is not happy with the overall product of NXT 2.0. And apparently it's the fans' fault because we haven't gravitated towards the new stars quickly enough.
Why would we?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Some of
them I like. Like I like the new chick with what's her name? Indy Hartwell, like a Persia Parati or whatever her name is. I like her. I like Cora Jade. I don't think any of the new guys. Tony D'Angelo is okay. I just think it's a dated gimmick.
I was gonna say Tony D'Angelo is like fucking if Enzo Amore was in the FBI with Nunzio and fucking Stamboul.
And who's this chick wearing a onesie pajama?
That's Persia Parata.
Is it?
Yeah.
Did you say you like her?
I like her.
Okay. I won't continue then.
She's hot.
Sure.
Why? What's your problem with her?
She's wearing a onesie pajamas like a fucking 5-year-old.
Oh, no. That's Wendy Chu.
Oh, okay. Okay.
But wasn't Wendy Chu Mei Ying?
She was Mei Ying, and before that she was Karen Q.
Like that is just.
I like the Karen Q name better than Wendy Chu, though.
Yeah, but the gimmick is just fucking awful.
But apparently,
and I want to see more of that tag team too. The fucking the
Hillbilly Boys. Yeah.
Yeah, the Hillbilly Boys. Yeah.
Briggs and Jensen.
Yeah, they sound interesting.
Which one's Bull Buchanan's kid?
One of them's Bull Buchanan's kid?
Yeah, and I don't know if it's Brooks or if it's...
I was unaware of that.
Yeah, one of them is Bull Buchanan's kid.
Like, I wouldn't even know that was Rex Steiner's kid unless it was, fucking spelled out to me.
Like it already kind of has been.
Well, like, if I didn't read shit, then, like, I would have never known. Even with, like, the little, like subtle hints they've been throwing in, like, oh yeah, he's the puppy-faced gremlin. I'd be like, why are they saying that about him?
Yeah, I wouldn't have put it together either, to be honest with you. But I haven't watched a lot of Rex Steiner either, so that's probably why. By the way, Bull Buchanan's son is Brooks.
Brooks, yeah.
Yeah.
There we go. And like I said, it is Royal Rumble season here. So this story blew up. I thought it was just gonna be something we read and fucking just forgot about, but I saw it like all over the Facebook feed. I saw it news, but the former Iconics, Billy Kay, Peyton Royce, now the inspiration of Jesse McKay and was it Cassie Lee. Apparently, they were offered a forbidden door entrance, so to speak, in this year's Royal Rumble, but they said fuck that.
I'm kind of surprised.
I say good on them because I know they said that like, hey, you know, it's we're not ready to make that comeback yet. But like the way I look at it is they're just like, you know what, maybe we did the Iconics wrong. So hey, we'll ask them to be in the Rumble. And the Iconics were just like, go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
You split us up and then didn't do anything with us, and then you fired us
both.
Yeah, so go wipe your ass with that.
Wasn't it on the same day too?
Yeah, they both got fired on the same day. Yeah, you know, so that's the way I look at it.
Joe got fired the first time.
Yeah, and Drake Maverick when he fought for his job back.
No, he was part of the group before that.
Oh, okay. I thought
the Iconics were part of the second group. I think I could be wrong.
Oh, okay. And
either way, though, it was a wipe your ass type deal.
That's the way I look at it, because I'm just like, yeah, because if that were me, if I were like one of them, and they're just like, hey, would you like to be in the Rumble? I'm like, are you fucking serious? You fucking fired me, and this is like, fuck you. You know. And speaking of the Rumble, there could be, you know, Mickey James has been announced for it. WWE legend Summer Rae. Apparently, everybody's losing their fucking mind over that. Lita's in, of course, but there could be one more name added to that list, and it could be former Raw Women's Champion Ronda Rousey.
If Ronda's in, she wins.
Not necessarily.
Yeah, that's true. Not necessarily.
I don't.
Because this is a match where she could actually take a loss without being pinned.
But yeah, I mean, there's a lot of potential for something like that to happen. Like,
the only reason to do it, though, in my mind, is so that she wins and challenges Becky.
Or she just wants a payoff.
Yeah. She just had that baby and everything. She maybe needs some diapers and shit, so, you know.
I don't know. I read that, and the first thing I thought was, oh, fuck. She comes in, she wins it. I'd rather see Nia whole than Ronda at this point.
I think Nia's done with wrestling. She's already like.
Oh no, I know, but that's just how I feel about Ronda too.
Yeah. You know, she's already like, fuck it. She's changed her name on Twitter to like her real name. From what I heard, she's growing a pot farm now.
Huh.
Yeah, she's fucking done with wrestling. She's like, fuck y'all. You know.
It just reminds me of Bo Dallas. The saddest story ever.
But at least he knew it was coming. You know,
I know, he was prepared.
Some people sit at home and collect that fucking fat WWE money until they get the call and shit like that. Bo Dallas is just like, they're not using me. They're going to fire me eventually. I got to do something, dude.
It's just when I read that, I like almost teared up. I was like, oh, that poor bastard.
He's like, I got to do something with my fucking time. All right, I guess real estate, I guess. All right, so that was the last bit of news I had this week here. So now it's time to move on to our little games that we like to play here, and that is It Came From eBay. And let's see how the game we play. 3-word dance. That's it.
Yeah.
All right, the score for It Came From eBay. It's tied. It's 2020.
Hell yeah. It's 2022.
Shut up. It took me a second to realize that. I was like, what do you mean it's 2022? I'm missing 2 points. So let's find some items here, and where's my other finger? That's an ass blaster. We don't want those. We don't want an ass blaster yet.
We're not ready.
Okay. Yeah, we're not ready.
Yeah, we gotta warm ourselves up for that kind of exposure.
Exactly.
Penetration.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right, this is something cool. This is a WrestleMania 4 / Trump Plaza baseball hat. It has the WrestleMania 4 logo on it. It also just says Trump Plaza. It's a baseball hat. That's all there is to it. Pretty simple. So, Shelby, how much is the WrestleMania 4 Trump Plaza hat going for on eBay?
$25.
$25. And Nick, how much is this going for on eBay?
15.
15. Just a second. My pen ran out. Come on, you stupid. Man, these pens keep running out. There we go. All right. So Shelby had 25. Nick had 15. And Shelby gets it because it is actually going for $35. And we are going to move on to the next. Oh, okay. Let's do this one because this one was really a nice one here. So this is a very interesting one right here. This is a copy of Ultimate Warrior versus WWF lawsuit. So this is like, you know, the actual paperwork that both parties get, you know? Yeah, so this is like, so it says like Warrior versus Titan Sports and such like that. So it has like all the outlines of like why Warrior is suing WWE, all that shit. I thought it was pretty cool. It's a copy. It's not the original, obviously. Otherwise, you probably wouldn't be in the comment section. So, Nick, how much is the copy of the Ultimate Warrior versus WWF lawsuit paperwork going for on eBay?
200.
All right, 200. And Shelby, how much is this going for on eBay?
190.
190. And Shelby takes the lead.
Hell yeah.
Because
That's
it is
how
actually
we do it. That's how we fucking do it.
because it is actually only going for $69.99.
I figured it would be better to overshoot than undershoot.
Yeah, I was
But I
gonna say
didn't think
100.
it would be that much.
All right. And just for fun, of course, you know, we got to do our ass blaster item. Oh, that was a weak one to say. Okay. All right. So,
he's getting old.
Yeah.
It was one of those ones that don't actually reach the bowl. Or they go down the hole rather than float. The sinkers, if you will.
Feedback. There we go. So, Nick, would you like a Undertaker item, a Hulk Hogan item, or a WrestleMania 11 item?
WrestleMania 11.
WrestleMania 11. All right. This is a WrestleMania 11 foam football. All it is a miniature foam football with the WrestleMania 11 logo on there. Of course, as we know, WrestleMania 11 was a headline by Bam Bam Bigelow and Lawrence Taylor. Not much to say about this item, but it is a peculiar item to say the least. So, WrestleMania 11 football. Sorry about that. So, Nick, how much is this very rare, bizarre item going for on eBay?
It's going to be something absurd, like 1,500.
1,500. And Shelby?
1,400.
Oh, should have went the other way because it was actually going for $1,999.99.
For $2,000.
That's one expensive football.
It's foam.
Yeah, I know. It's a foam football, so it's like useless.
It's probably not even Nerf either. It's probably just like really thick foam.
Yeah. It's like they took a sponge and cut it into a football.
Fucking sponge. All right, now we move on to the other game that we play here, the 3-word dance. That's where we give each other 3 words and see if we can connect them to a wrestler. And I don't have the scores for this anymore. They're long gone.
I like how every week you're like, I need to get the scores, and they're just like, fuck it.
Yeah, they're gone now. Nick was winning anyway, so
yeah,
we
Nick
weren't gonna
probably
we weren't gonna catch him for a long time. So.
Yeah.
So I'll go first here. Let's go. Okay, you know what? I think I made this one vague. So your first 3 words are mafia, slam, and pain.
Kurt Angle?
No. Mafia, Slam, and Pain.
Johnny Stamboli.
No.
Chuck Palumbo.
No.
Kevin Nash.
No.
Sting.
No.
Samoa Joe.
No.
Nick Aldis.
You're focusing too much on Mafia. And you're in the wrong Mafia. Oh, that feedback, Nick. Come on. Kill it.
Oh, fuck.
Mafia.
That sounds better.
Yeah. Mafia, Slam, and Pain. Pain, just so we're clear.
Yeah.
Beth Phoenix.
No.
Hint.
Hint being Olympian.
Mark Henry?
There you go, Mark.
Ah, shit.
Mafia, his theme music was done by 3-6 Mafia. Slam, World's Strongest Slam was his finisher, and Pain, the Hall of Pain.
That was a good one.
I know, I wrote it.
Wow. Oh shit. Sorry, give me a second here. My fucking stuff got a little fucked up.
We're live, pal.
Yeah, I know we are. Well, you're gonna have to give me a second anyway. All right. First 3 words.
Stevie Richards.
No.
Damn.
That's 2 words. Celtic, Royal,
Sheamus.
or yeah, okay. Sheamus.
Are you even trying this week?
No. I will say I think the other 2 are slightly harder, but I think they're probably pretty easy too.
All right, so 3 words. 7. Attack.
Dustin Rhodes.
No.
Oh. Okay.
So 7. Attack. Rebellion.
7. Attack. Rebellion. The Rock?
No.
Xavier Woods?
No.
Insane Clown Posse.
No.
Rebellion.
Hint.
Yeah.
Carmella.
James Ellsworth?
No.
Big Cass.
Yeah.
7 foot tall.
Oh.
He attacked Enzo. He debuted for Impact at Rebellion. And he dated Carmella before she left him for Graves.
Oh, okay.
Oops. They were engaged.
Yeah.
Like had a house and stuff. And then nope.
All right. This one's a little hard, I think. 3 words
That's
are.
what she said.
Giggity. Words are chain, rhythm, united.
John Cena.
Wrong.
Damn.
Oh, I can see your logic with that one there.
Yeah. JYD?
No. You're like you're in the ballpark. You just haven't found the seed. Chain, rhythm, united.
Ivan Koloff?
No.
Dusty Rhodes.
No. There you go. Yeah. See again. Y'all are in that ballpark. You're just like, where the fuck is my seat?
It's not Nikita Koloff.
No.
What the hell's his name? Oh shit!
If you're trying to say Ivan Koloff, it's not.
I said Ivan Koloff. I'm trying to think of the other one. the young one. But I'm guessing it's not him either. Okay.
No, none of the Koloff.
Oh, what the hell is his name? Hercules?
No. Chain Rhythm United.
Greg Valentine.
There you go. Chain.
Oh, fuck.
He had that classic chain match with Roddy Piper, Rhythm. He was in Rhythm and Blues, and that chain match was for the United States Championship.
Yeah,
I was going to put Starrcade instead of Rhythm, but I was like, I know Shelby will sniff that out in a second. So I was like,
just throwing Starrcade in there. I don't know if it would have got me that quick, but I didn't have Greg Valentine at all because whenever I hear Greg Valentine, I always think of like WWF instead of Crockett.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Oh, I did that one. Next three words are youngest, cowboy,
Randy Orton.
Yeah. Fuck. I thought this would be a little bit harder. Youngest world champion. His dad was the cowboy, and family because of his dad.
Yeah, if you didn't want to play, you didn't have to play this week.
And the Wyatt family.
Nick?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's your turn. You're part of the podcast too.
No. I was responding to the Wyatt family. I was trying to put the 3 words: roof, mountain, cowboy.
A lot of cowboys.
What?
A lot of cowboys.
That's cowboy shit, pal.
That's cowboy shit. Strowman?
No. Roof, cowboy, mountain.
Is it Undertaker?
No.
Cactus Jack?
No.
Shawn Michaels?
No.
He was never on the roof.
He descended from the roof, kind of.
Okay.
Yeah, fucking WrestleMania 12.
Owen Hart.
No. Oh.
What?
Oh, that's a good one. Oh, Jeff Jarrett?
No.
Damn it. AJ Styles?
No.
Roof. Is it Elix Skipper?
No.
And
protection.
JBL.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
So the cowboy hat, he went through the roof of his own limo in SummerSlam.
Oh, yeah.
94.
Yeah.
And then he had that stupid headgear with the cowboy hat on top. And then mountain, because he did all those mountain climbs or expeditions or whatever.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
And then, well, protection, APA.
Yeah.
Let's go with... I don't want to go through all the new ones I just wrote down tonight, so trying to find one of the older ones I haven't done. I've done a lot of these, haven't I? Okay, let's go with... No, that's too easy. Damn.
We're live, pal.
I know, right? Should have picked this out. Well, I was trying to figure out Nick's while I was trying to pick my next one, and I couldn't fucking figure it out. Okay, all right, here we go. Your 3 words are Kenny, God, Judas.
Chris Jericho?
No.
Yeah.
Kenny, God, Judas.
Vince?
No.
Joey Styles.
Joey Styles, yep, there you go. Kenny, because new world WWE champion, Kenny. Oh my God! And he's a Judas. You know.
Was it really Joey Styles?
Yeah, it was Joey Styles.
Oh fuck. That was just a wild guess.
Yeah.
Well, when you said Vince, I was about to say you're in the parking lot of that ballpark. You're a little off, but you're close.
You're getting. All right, my final 3 words for you are
The Miz.
briefcase, George, Marine.
No way! I did it in 0 words.
You fucking got him. Fuck.
I did it! I did it in 0 words.
Fuck. I was gonna let you 2 start guessing and hope that you didn't get it right away, but yeah, you fucking got it.
Well, I was gonna say John Morrison. I was just like, no, and I was like, The Miz, and yes.
What made you think
did
of it? Fucking Christ.
I did it in 0 words. I am a god amongst men. This game is now retired. We're picking a new game.
Hey.
No, I'm kidding.
Oh, that was amazing. That actually was amazing. You did. And when you said, I was just like, what the fuck? They aren't that easy, I don't think. Not to mention you guessed the other 2 of mine off to the second one.
Okay, so 3 words. Spit.
Carlito.
Extreme. No.
Oh, okay.
Spit. Extreme. Comment.
Sandman?
No.
What did you say the last word was?
Comment.
Comment?
Comment.
Comment.
Spit. Extreme. Comment.
Mr. Kennedy?
No.
The Tommy Dreamer?
Yep. The tobacco spit.
Bow before me!
ECW. And the comment that got him suspended from Impact.
Tobacco spit. I don't remember that.
So the Undertaker made him drink his tobacco spit.
Oh.
Yeah, I remember for a short time, like, oh, well, you probably don't remember it, but
I wasn't watching then.
Yeah, there was a short time where, like, Tommy Dreamer was doing this gimmick where, like, you would pretty much do anything. Like, there was one where he was, like, eating hair.
Oh.
You know, it was a whole bunch of weird shit.
That was the poor bastard clause.
Yeah.
Tommy Dreamer is just a weird guy in general, I think.
I mean,
All
considering.
Right. And one more just for fun here. Last one is going to be Chops. Tough. Rumble.
Al Snow.
No.
Maven.
No.
Undertaker.
No.
Daniel Pewter.
Walter.
There you go. There you go.
Ah, shit.
Chops because he got fucked up with the chops. Tough because he wasn't tough enough in Royal Rumble, his only Royal Rumble appearance.
He
Pretty
just
much
got
his
the
only
shit
company
beat out of him.
appearance, too.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. All right, so
Oops.
those were our games there. 3-word dance, and it came from eBay where I finally did it. I finally did it in 0 words. Never been more proud of anything in my fucking life, other than the
Sure, that's true.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's got to be up there, though.
It's up there. The kid, 0 words. And but before we get into our main meat of the show, where we talk about according to my notes, the Ruble 2012.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
It wasn't. They weren't doing Saudi shows back then.
I know, right? We got to give a shout out to one of our sponsors, and that sponsor being HardToFindTV.com, where you can head on over and get that classic TV show like Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, the TV show, or Caroline in the City, or Shipping Wars. You can get all those great shows, plus many other titles on DVD or even Blu-ray for a cheap, low, reasonable price. And if that price just isn't cheap and low and reasonable enough for you, you can put in the checkout code ARTIST, ARTIST, at checkout and save 15, that is 15% on your whole purchase. Just note that they are only accepting Amazon Pay at the moment. And I know that does sound like a negative thing, but hey, it's not. Because if you've ever used Amazon Pay before, it is a quick, fun, and easy way to pay for your items. I mean, you're going to have a fucking blast using Amazon Pay. You're going to be like, oh my God, I want to buy more shit with Amazon Pay. That's how much fun it is.
They'll have a galaxy burst, if you will.
Exactly. It's about as fun as Galaxy Burst. If you drink a Galaxy Burst while using Amazon Pay, you have an orgasm. Pretty sure.
I'm gonna try this.
I know, right? So head on over to hardtofindtv.com, and if they don't have what you're looking for whatever reason, just shoot them an email. Let them know, hey, I'm looking for this, and they might be able to find it for you. And as I always like to say, if they don't have it, you don't need it. All this and more at hardtofindtv.com. Just use checkout code ARTIST and save 15%. All right, so since it is Royal Rumble week, we figured we would do a classic Royal Rumble review. We were going to do 2010, but I looked at the card, and I'll be honest, I don't like it. So I skipped ahead a couple of years, and we landed on 2012. Thankfully, I figured it out before any of us watched it. So, all right, so Royal Rumble 2012, which, hey, this Saturday's Royal Rumble takes place in St. Louis. Royal Rumble 2012 takes place in St. Louis. So, hey, it all kind of worked out. Jerry Lawler, Michael Cole, Booker T announcing the show here. And the first match on the card is Daniel Bryan in his first World Heavyweight Championship reign in the company, taking on Big Show, taking on Mark Henry in a triple threat steel cage match. Well, there was a giggle from Nick and a sigh from Shelby, so this should be good. I thought Bryan's entrance was way too long. Like him walking around the cage, I was like, okay, I get that. But then he got inside and climbed up the cage, and this is before Yes was over. You know, so I was just like, dude, fucking get on with it, man. And then I found it weird that they did the video package like after everybody entered.
Yeah.
You know, I thought that was really weird. And then the match started. I did like the drop kick that Bryan did, taking Big Show down. I thought that was good. Mark Henry was just being there because like they just kept beating the shit out of him, and he was just there.
Yeah.
Big Show did a super kick. Fucking Bryan. And again, this is before the super kick was like really oversaturated. I was like, fucking Big Show do a super kick? Like, that's all I just put Big Show with a super kick, question mark. Then after noticing it even more, I'm just like, why is Mark Henry in this match? And I don't mean like, why is he in it storyline wise? I know why he's in it storyline wise, but like just personally, like, why is he in this match? Because like he's doing nothing. I thought the finish was unique. You know, you don't see that many. You know, in fact, I don't think it's ever been done again since. I thought there was a lot of good cage use in this. Otherwise, I was a bit confused with the match because I'm just like, there was no reason for Mark Henry to be in this fucking match.
It really should have been Big Show versus Daniel Bryan.
Yeah, so I gave it 2.5. I gave it 2.5 stars out of 5.
I gave it 2 out of 5. I didn't like the weird dynamic. It's weird having the babyface is the big guy, the biggest guy in the match, and then the two heels are in a triple threat steel cage match.
Well, to be fair, at the time he was still like tweening. He wouldn't be full on heel. He wouldn't be full on heel for a couple more weeks.
When you pull your girlfriend in front of a fucking wrestler that's coming at you like barreling, then yeah, you're a heel. Like I know that was what they were trying to, but like I wanted to boo him just for something like that, and they emphasized that in the fucking package a lot too. And throughout the match, so it made him a heel in my mind, and I didn't really like that. It just was really weird dynamic, and like the triple threat inside a steel cage is just not a lot of space for those guys to move around.
To me, it was pretty much just. I gave it 2.5. I would have given it 3, but it was there was no need for Mark Henry to be there, really. And most of my notes are just like Big Show angry, Big Show smash. And then Mark Henry smash, oops, maybe not.
Yeah. He'd show up, maybe do a headbutt to somebody, and then the other one would take him out against a cage or a kick or something like that, and then that's it. He'd lay there for like fucking 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Winded or something. Well, it was only a 9-minute match, but... And then, to quote Booker T, D-Bry saying, I appreciate it, is kind of like saying, I love you. God, fuck. Booker T's commentary is horrible.
The commentary on this
shucky
whole
ducky,
show.
quack, quack.
The commentary on the whole show was brutal. Him and Michael Cole especially. And Jerry Lawler at that point, he just doesn't have a good dance partner there.
That was pre-heart attack, Jerry Lawler.
I got something about the commentary for a match later. But.
Yeah. I did like, did you see at the end the fucking guy staring down Daniel Bryan like he fucked his mom? Like in the crowd in the front row. This one guy was just fucking staring him down like he was going to jump the guardrail. It was amazing.
After that match, we get our promo for Once in a Lifetime, Rock versus Cena.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Twice in a lifetime.
Twice in a lifetime.
Yeah.
And then we move on to eight Diva tag team action. The Bella Twins, Beth Phoenix and Natalya taking on Alicia Fox, Kelly Kelly, Tamina, and Eve. And can you believe that 10 years later, only 2 of these thus far, because Alicia Fox might show up in the Rumble Saturday, 2 of these are not in the Rumble on Saturday?
Wait, Kelly Kelly's not in the Rumble?
No, Alicia Fox and Eve are not in the Rumble.
Damn.
I wrote piss break match.
I've got matching outfits. The Bella Twins.
No, the Bellas, Beth, and Natty all had matching outfits, but I think like the other team was just like, should we tell Tamina what we're wearing? And they're just like, nah, fuck it, she'll know.
Yeah, and she comes out looking like Superfly. But then once the bell rang and it was Natalya and Tamina, I just got Team Titties.
Twitties.
And then King made a reference to a George Clinton song by saying, "Do fries go with that shit?" Beth Phoenix had stupid headgear. That headband was just shouldn't have been there.
I loved her ring gear. I loved her ring gear.
Michael Cole quote, the Bellas are a great team. Reminds me of Harlem Heat from back in the day. Booker T, crickets. It's like a minute of dead air, and he's just like, and he completely moves on from it. I'm just like, oh.
He was trying to think of something to say, like, Michael Cole, I'm coming for you, nigga.
All I could think of was Shucky, Quack, Quack.
When Kelly Kelly watched that crossbody, I was just like, please end this match now. And then Beth Phoenix just crushed it. And I was like, okay, fine. So, like, despite the fact that it was a Divas match, I give it 2.5.
I wrote down twerk salt. That's all I wrote down, twerk salt. Love Beth's gear. I like Alicia Fox's, I'm very impartial because I'm a big Fox mark, but I loved Alicia Fox's one-legged drop kicks. Nice split arm drag by Alicia Fox. She did like the splits and did an arm drag with it. I thought that was cool. The one spot that I hated in this match, and again, I'm very biased towards Kelly Kelly because I never thought she was a great wrestler, but I hate that fucking Hurricane Rana spot where you spin around 14 times before you actually flip her over.
Yeah.
I love the glam slam to Kelly Kelly. And even though women's wrestling at the time was, 10 years, looking back on it 10 years back was nowhere near on par as it is now and shit like that. But looking at these girls 10 years back and compared to the other shit that compared to like other bullshit matches that this match could have been, this was actually a decent Divas match. So believe it or not, I gave it 3 out of 5.
Yeah, I can believe you give it that.
Yeah, I can too.
Because like it could have been like a fucking 30-second match. I mean, come on. We all remember the Raw 18 women tag team match where like half of them didn't even fucking wrestle and it lasted 2 minutes.
Ugh. Yep.
You know?
Yeah.
And I know you wrote piss break, but did you give it a star rating?
I did. 1 out of 5. I just 8 diva tags, man. 8-man tags, 8-person tag, 8 fucking zombie tag. I don't give a shit. It just they're not for me. However, I will say Beth Phoenix was like the standout in this match, and I did
If it's
enjoy
taking you 8 minutes to take a pee, you should go to a doctor.
Yeah.
They might just say, you know, they might ask you to cough, but it's okay. It's for your own good.
Does he touch me in my no spot?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh
no.
Oh yeah.
Oh god.
Coming up next, we have John Cena, who is trying to be told to embrace the hate. And I'm going to emphasize this embrace the hate because what happens after this is fucking hysterical, in my opinion. But John Cena, who's being told to embrace the hate, taking on Kane, the remasked Kane here. And the first thing I wrote down is like Cena goes for the FU or whatever, attitude adjustment, and he can't lift Kane. And my question is why? Why can't he lift Kane all of a sudden? But he can lift Big Show and Khali and shit.
Yeah.
You know?
Anyway.
Yeah.
This Kane like suffocation move is gay. I'm sorry if I offend any of our gay listeners.
Do we have gay listeners?
Yeah, I don't know if we do. I don't know if I offended them anything, but that's the only way I can describe that move.
If we do, let us know.
I did like the what did I write? Didn't like the. Oh, I did like the choke out of the "You Can't See Me," where like he's going down for "You Can," and he just grabs him by the neck.
Yeah.
I did enjoy that.
Yeah.
Overall though, I was boring. This segment did no good for anyone. Anyone involved in this segment, it did no good. 1.5 out of 5.
Yeah, see, I gave it a 2. Only because, like, see, the Embrace the Hate story up until that match, I was like, okay, so as long as Kane wins this, we're good. And then it's a double count out. Mm-hmm. And then he whoops his ass anyway. After whooping poor Zack Ryder's ass again, that was clearly just a burial because they're like, yeah, you got over on your own accord, pal. No, that's a no.
We didn't get you over. Fuck that.
Like, so, yeah, no, it just, it even made Eve look bad because that was just bad acting.
Like I said, it did no good for anyone involved in this segment.
Even the ref.
Yeah.
Poor bastard.
I didn't mind the match itself, so I gave it 3. But after the backstage, after the backstage beatdown, and then the ensuing bullshit, it lost it for me. It really did. But I gave the match a 3 because I thought the match was okay.
Here's the funny part to the match that I said, like, you know, this whole thing, Kane's telling Cena to embrace the hate. He's got to embrace the hate and everything. Right after all this bullshit happens, Kane tombstones Ryder. They get help for him and everything. Right after that, we cut to a segment for Be a Star. Which I found fucking hysterical. I just wrote down Be a Star, LOL.
Be a Star,
I just couldn't believe it. You know, they're like, embrace the hate, but be a star. Don't bully.
Yeah.
That cracked me up. Next up, we see Babyface. Not like, you know, Babyface as in good guy, but Babyface. No, you know, Babyface Drew McIntyre coming out to take on Brodus Clay. And all I wrote down,
we've come in 10 years.
All I wrote down was your future WWE champion, ladies and gentlemen. And this is where the commentary got on my nerves because Michael Cole and Booker T were way too into Brodus Clay.
Yeah.
I understand you got to put people over on commentary. I understand that. But, like, they were way too into Clay. But, like,
the tactile. It's the dactyl, guys. It's the dactyl.
There it is, the dactyl. There it is.
It's the dactyl, guys. You gotta fuck your dactyl. Fuck. I was about ready to fucking punch him through my fucking screen. You know, I thought about this. The one thing I could think about during this match is if somebody made a comment to Tyrus today about the Funkasaurus, he would probably eat them.
No, what kills me is that like the crowd was into it, and it was just like, wow, it's pretty funny that at one point this was over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what really kills me is that.
Yeah,
like,
because they popped when his fucking music started playing.
Yeah, like, you know,
Big
ladies and gentlemen, people were like, oh yeah, you know, they were getting hyped for it, man. He came out, did his little dance. He did the dactyl, and people were like, "The dactyl!" Ah, you know, like they were.
Oh
they
God,
were
fucking dactyl.
They were
Fuck.
fucking into it. I just couldn't get over how like I was like, "Wow, I cannot believe that at one point this was fucking over." You know, but like still, this match lasted about a minute. It did no good for Drew McIntyre. I mean, thankfully he recovered from it.
I don't really know if it did anything for Brodus Clay.
Well,
no.
Looking at where he is now, I would say not.
YouTube, brother.
Well,
so yeah, 0 stars. Cole and Booker T oh god, they were just way too into it.
Yeah.
Like Jerry Lawler was quiet. Go back and watch that match and listen to how much Lawler speaks to that during that match compared to every other match on this card.
Because he knows it's bullshit. He's sitting there like, I have to fucking call this? What the fuck?
Like, I don't know what to say to this.
Fucking sold out the Mid-South Coliseum, and now I'm fucking calling Brodus Clay versus Drew McIntyre.
I'm selling a big green guy shaking his ass against Drew McIntyre. I don't know what to say to this.
The fuck is a dactyl?
Does puppies work here? I don't know.
I mean, there were 2 girls in there. I'm surprised if you didn't say
that
it.
could have worked. Yeah.
Yeah. I gave it 1 out of 5.
Yeah,
really? Give it a 1?
Yeah.
Give it a 0. That's my
I gave it a
first
2
one.
at first, and then after we started talking about it and we started talking about the dactyl, I was like, I gotta fucking change this shit.
The only other thing I've written down besides the difference 10 years can make is the Funkasaurus. What a stupid gimmick.
Yeah.
And they gave it a star. Just 1. Like,
yeah. I put, well, at least that was quick.
But not painless.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, and coming up next is the WWE Championship. CM Punk taking on Dolph Ziggler when he was still considered a main eventer.
Yeah.
What 10 years can do.
That's honestly hard to say in this match. He wasn't very much main eventer.
The first thing I noticed is that, like, after the bell rings, John Laurinaitis, who's the special ring enforcer or whatever, he steps into the ring, and then he boots Vicky. He does, like, the boot, like, hey, you're out of here sign, and then he walks outside and says, get out of here. I'm like, did you really need to get in the ring to do that? Like, that was the first thing I put down. I'm like, did John need to get in the ring to boot Vicky? He could have just walked around the corner and just been like, you're out of here.
Yeah, I was trying to figure out what he was doing. I was like, oh, maybe he is going to ref this match all of a sudden.
Good old school wrestling before Punk hung Ziggler on the top rope. I missed the show off elbow. He doesn't do that anymore, I don't think. Where he does like the 14 elbows and then he stands up, does a little dance, and then he drops one more. I don't think he does that anymore.
He probably could have cut down on it a little bit, but yeah, I don't think he does either.
Yeah, I miss it. Nice roundhouse kick by Punk. Why the fuck did John Laurinaitis need to go in and count with the ref? That seemed really unnecessary.
That was very unnecessary. John Laurinaitis is probably the worst part of this match, to be honest.
I figured out why that was, though. The next night on Raw, he had a performance review. Incidentally, that was the night he was like removed or relieved of his duty as GM.
It still
so he was trying to look good.
But still, it doesn't make sense. The referee would have counted it. It doesn't matter.
Also, he would have made himself look better if he'd just gone in there and counted it earlier when Punk had him down like 5 times.
Yeah,
well, I suppose. But
I get your theory, and if we were watching at the time, we probably would have understood it more.
This is WWE logic here.
Watching this as a one-off, it did not make any sense. The John Morrison involvement in general didn't really make sense the way that they did it.
overall, it was a very color by numbers CM Punk match. You got all the Punk greatest hits in there, the knee, the bulldog, the GTS, all the hits in there. I did give it a 2.75 at first, but then I was like, I think either Shelby or one of the few listeners would castrate me if I fucking rated this lower than the Divas match. So I went ahead and just put it on par with it and gave it a 3.
I mean, I wasn't gonna lambaster you with that.
I figured you would.
I loved the opening promo and fucking CM Punk on the mic. John Laurinaitis sucks at life. Like, that's just such a weird little line that made me giggle. During this feud, he did probably my favorite Punk promo ever. Not the pipe bomb one, but the one where he had a tag match, and Laurinaitis ended up disqualifying him, and he just fucking went off on Laurinaitis about screwing him at the Royal Rumble and how he's a fucking nothing. That was probably my favorite Punk promo of all time. I have Shut Up Cole. Cole was apparently pissing me off during this. I liked the old school transitions on the mat. It wasn't Angle Benoit, but it was good. Those guys are really good at it. I really liked the ref bump. And I liked if Laurinaitis was more if Laurinaitis wasn't trying to make himself look good for his like next night on Raw, I think this might have been better. But watching this like 10 years later, I didn't fully understand it, so it didn't really register with me very well.
Well, even knowing that, because I watched some of the backstage segments and knowing that he had a performance, it still didn't make sense.
Yeah.
You know, like him booting Vicky made sense. Like, okay, he's trying to make it an even playing field. Him walking into the ring to do it just to walk back outside the escort didn't make a goddamn sense.
Yeah.
Like him coming in at the end to count with the rev. I'm like, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, it was strange.
That'd be like if like after the match, like Justin Roberts, like, and your winner, and still, and I just get on the mic with him, and still, WWE, like, what's the point? You don't need two people announcing this.
He should have just did that instead. He should have just stole the mic from Justin Roberts and announced Punk as the winner and the champion, and then like been like, "Hooray!" and like start. Clapping.
That would have made a little bit more sense.
Yeah, that would have been good.
Power.
Yeah, people power, buddy. I thought they buried Dolph Ziggler a little bit, and I think that was just,
When did they not?
What's that?
When did they not, though?
Well, that's a fair question.
Look at when they made him dye his hair, and then 2 weeks later, they're like, no, change back, pal.
I mean, if you look at the opening package in this, it was not very heavy on Dolph Ziggler, and there's a reason for that. I mean, Punk and Laurinaitis was the rivalry, but it kind of just felt like he was in the background. Still, I did enjoy it for the wrestling, and I gave it a 4 out of 5.
I gave it 3 out of 5. It was about what I would expect from Punk and Ziggler at that time, anyway.
Yeah.
Even now, though, like, I mean, if something happened and they had a match now, I feel like it would be exactly the same, minus Vicky and laryngitis and
laryngitis,
whoever else. But Laurinaitis didn't need to be there, though.
No.
And I just watching him also count the pin. I'm like, the fuck are you doing? And then it was explained somewhere, and I'm like, but what the fuck are you doing?
I can understand him being there to make some drama, for Punk and everything. Like, is he gonna fuck Punk? Is he not gonna fuck Punk? Well, metaphorically, that is.
Giggity.
Yeah, metaphorically that is. But just the count thing is what really threw me, and him getting into the ring like, Vicky, you're out of here. Let me walk you out. I'm like, why didn't you just walk the corner and just do this? Oh, God.
It seemed like a good idea at the time.
Yeah, apparently, All right, and now we move on to, believe it or not, our shortest fucking pay-per-view we've ever reviewed, pretty much. Damn, WoW Unleashed had more matches.
The Royal Rumble takes an hour.
Yeah, the actual Royal Rumble, which I want to mention one thing, they did their by the numbers video, as they tend to do now. The video, they said 3 people have started from number 1 and have won it. Well, during the match, they were talking about The Miz, and Michael Cole's like, only 2 people from number 1 have won it. And I'm like, hey, wait a minute.
I thought they said 2.
In the video, they said 3. Like in the video package by the numbers, they said 3.
I must have missed that then, because I thought they said 2.
No, in the video, they said 3 men, and they didn't say who, obviously.
Yeah.
But when Michael Cole was talking about Miz, he was like, only 2 men have done it from number 1. And we're like, mm-hmm. But speaking of which, The Miz is number 1. And Alex Riley with that awesome theme music. I missed that theme music. Man, he could have been big. No?
And then John Cena came.
And John Cena was like, no, thank you. Number 3 was R-Truth, and he hit that great corkscrew elbow that we all love.
Hell yeah.
And he was out. Cody Rhodes is number 4. He's one of the Iron Men of the match.
Yeah.
Justin Gabriel comes out, and this is when I start to notice that like the Rumble is really slow thus far. You know? And then he was in there for quite a while. He was in there way longer than I think he should have been in there. Then Primo comes out. I wrote LOL. That's all I wrote. I was like, fucking Primo.
Yeah.
I thought it was Epico.
Yeah,
I wrote down Epico, LOL. Then they're like, oh, this is Primo. And I just crossed it out and wrote Primo.
I think the reason for that is when they showed like the Titantron, it said Epico on it.
See, because I wasn't sure which one it was, and they kept saying Primo, and I'm like, okay, but that's Epico. And then so after he got eliminated, I was like, okay, so I'm just going to wait it out until the other one shows up. And whoever the other one is, then I know who that one was. And then it was Epico later, and I'm like, oh. So they were right. Okay.
Then number 7 was Mick Foley, and the only thing I wrote down was that move he does. Like, how did he come up with that one move where he just runs and shoves his dick in your mouth?
Oh. Is that when their like head is on the bottom turnbuckle? Is that the one you're talking about?
I call
Isn't
it
that just
the running dick in the mouth.
I mean, I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be a knee, but
the running dick in the mouth. How poetic.
And then coming in at number 8, we hear Alberto Del Rio's music, but we get Ricardo Rodriguez with a great entrance.
Ricardo.
Yeah, you know, Ricardo was actually in NXT. Some of you may know he was in NXT, and he wrestled in a mask at one point as El Local. He was one of the original Lucha Dragons before being replaced with Sin Cara. But I thought Ricardo had some potential. If you go back and find some of the Ricardo in NXT, he had some potential.
I think this is the only match that I remember off the top of my head that I saw him in. I don't remember that many matches with Ricardo, but I stopped watching like shortly after this Rumble.
Number 9 is Captain Slappy, aka Santino Marella.
Oh, this is where I really started fucking hating it.
I had it as Santino 17 Marella.
I fucking love the power walk. I forgot all about that power walk until he did it.
Ugh.
You don't like the power walk?
No, see, this actual performance by Santino, or whatever you want to call it, made me realize why I hate that man.
Oh.
Yeah, the Cobra is just...
I will say, I didn't like that rolling spot he did with Ricardo where they just rolled into the corner.
That was fucking dumb. That was as bad as...
But 3 words changed my mind, and that is Socko versus Cobra.
Oh. That was dumb, and I remember thinking how dumb that was at the time too. Like we're gonna throw
fucking dumb.
Socko was one thing, but then as soon as the second guy is pulling a sock out of his cock area, I fucked that up. As soon as there's a second guy pulling a sock out of his groin region, yeah, I just no, one dude's enough. We're supposed to believe that guy's kind of crazy anyway, so that's fine.
I mean,
but as soon as you have some jackass that was pulled from the crowd to beat Umanga because Bobby Lashley helped him, and then no.
Mick Foley got that over without the sock too. Like it was the mandible claw before that, so it was actually a pretty terrifying move. Where this Cobra thing is like the easiest thing to like evade or block or anything.
It looks like a puppet.
Yeah, that's basically what it is. That's basically what it is.
Your opinions are wrong, but anyway.
There's a reason why that he got slapped 17 times, and that's not just because of the boogeyman. Because he had no business being there. Jackass.
Number 10 is Epico, and all I wrote was, wow, good, he's gone. That's about how long he lasted.
Yeah.
Oh, I
seconds.
see. I was like, wait, that's Epico? Wait. Oh. Oh, okay.
Number 11 was Kofi Kingston, and this is the Royal Rumble that gave birth to the Kofi spot.
Honestly, I think that's probably one of the better ones too. It's one of the more believable ones.
The only Kofi spot that he did that I didn't really like was, the one that this one. There's one that people go gaga for, and I don't really like it that much. That's the chair pogo spot.
I was just gonna say, was it the chair pogo spot? Because that one's kind of dumb.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was better when Rusev beat his ass and then he made his way back in. Or was that Tensai?
Tensai.
It was either, Tensai. When Tensai beat his ass and then he did the tightrope back. That one
No. The Tensai one is when he did the pogo one.
Tensai wasn't in this, was he?
He wasn't in this one.
This wasn't the pogo one.
Oh, yeah, I just got real confused.
This was the handstand one. Walk on his hands.
Yeah.
Yeah. Number 12 is current announcer Jerry Lawler. Comes in.
I didn't mind Jerry Lawler in there. I thought it was good. Yeah.
Number 13 was Big Zeke. Ezekiel Jackson.
That poor bastard.
Yeah, I wrote, the only thing I wrote down next to him is, why didn't Zeke catch on?
I don't know. That's a good question. He feels like one of those guys that was just like, you know what? I don't want to do this anymore.
Maybe
he was more of a bodybuilder, I think, than a wrestler anyway. Like, I think that's.
He went to Impact after, though. I don't think.
Yeah, for like 2 weeks.
Yeah, because.
And he was in the first season of Lucha Underground.
Was he?
Yeah, he was Big Rick.
Oh, yeah.
Or Slick Rick. One of those two names. I can't remember.
Yeah.
Number 14 is Jinder Mahal. And again, all I wrote down was your future WWE champion, ladies and gents.
I was like, hey, it's Skinny Jinder.
Skinny Jinder.
Skinny Jinder, yeah. Oh, and then number 15, Great Khali. Who's about it?
That was my reaction too.
Oh, yeah, that's all I wrote down. I just wrote down theme music. And then I wrote down, you're a future WWE Hall of Famer, everybody.
Yeah. Yeah.
Can we just take Khali out of the Hall of Fame and just put in the theme music? Can we do that? Can we trade him out for the theme music?
In this match, they said that Great Khali and Jinder Mahal were brothers-in-law, didn't they?
Yeah, it was a storyline. Yeah,
that was the.
I thought because I was gonna say when he came into the Punjabi prison match that Orton and Mahal had, didn't they say they were like cousins or some shit?
Yeah, and they once said that Edge and Christian were brothers too, didn't they?
Wow.
Yeah, just like Bob Holly, Crash Holly, Molly Holly are all cousins.
Yeah, they're not. Cousins. They're kissing cousins, right?
Oh,
it's like Undertaker and Kane are brothers.
Yeah, they're brothers of destruction.
Coming in at number 16 was Unico. All I wrote down was Sin Cara, LOL.
So I don't actually remember Unico at all.
You're not supposed to.
Yeah, okay. It was just a standard Mexican cholo gimmick. That's all it was.
I do remember getting one of the games around this time, and I saw Hunico.
Camacho wasn't even Mexican.
Who in the fuck is Hunico?
Camacho wasn't even Mexican. He's an Anahuac, or he's in part of the whatever they call that family now, Anahuac.
Oh, Anahuac.
Yeah,
Anahuac, something like that.
Number 17 is current announcer Booker T.
Hell yeah,
dig it, sucker.
Nothing much to say there.
No.
Number 18 is former challenger for the WWE Championship, Dolph Ziggler, which that's something I miss. Mm-hmm. And you don't see that a lot in Rumbles these days, or even this one is that go back and look at I want to say Royal Rumble 94 or 1990 or some shit like that, one of those type of Rumbles where they would have their preliminary matches, then the Royal Rumble where a lot of the people from the matches before the Rumble would show up in the Rumble.
Yeah, you see
they don't do that anymore.
Exhausted, and especially if they were in a world title match, they're just fucking exhausted.
Yeah, and they don't do that much anymore. If you have a match on the Rumble card, more than likely you're not going to be in the Rumble.
Well, they have such a big roster now. Like, you know, it's better to get guys on there that are fresh than potentially injure guys who were already out there.
Yeah, I know, but like, I don't know.
It is, yeah. It was like
cool. Yeah, maybe
it was
just
such a big thing that, like, you know, no matter your placement on the card, you still want it to be in it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe it's just the time I grew up in. I don't know.
Yeah.
And this was the 25th ever Royal Rumble. So number 19 was the first winner of the Royal Rumble, Hacksaw Jim Duggan, which I thought was a nice cameo. And I will say, just a side note, I wrote down, man, Jim Duggan's got to be one of the toughest men alive. He not only beat cancer twice, but it was 2 different forms of cancer he beat.
Yeah.
He is one tough fucking bastard.
Yeah, you got to give him that one, man. Number 20 was current announcer Michael Cole.
Oh.
Wait a minute, pause here, because the only thing I wrote down next, I wrote down a 3-word question, and that was like, if Michael Cole hated Daniel Bryan so much, could you imagine if Michael Cole won the Royal Rumble and we could have got Cole versus Bryan at WrestleMania?
Oh.
No.
Cole versus Bryan.
No.
Now I can.
Coming in at number.
Cole starts the yes movement. Oh. Yeah.
All those coal miners.
Number 21 is Karma, formerly known as Awesome Kong at this point, and she has one of the best eliminations in Royal Rumble history, in my opinion. Is when you're like, oh yeah, and that's another thing I wrote for Dolph Ziggler. Sold for Karma like a fucking champ.
Yeah.
Because she gives him the fucking double hand, the tiger driver or whatever, and then Unico just runs at Karma and Karma just picks him up and just tosses his ass. Like, get the fuck out of here.
See you later, Unico.
Yeah, that was like one of the best eliminations ever. Like, Unico just runs. She just picks him up. Get the fuck out of here.
Okay, with Snitsky and Paul London.
Yeah. Oh, God. It's so good. And then Dolph Ziggler pays her back and eliminates her. Number 22 is Sheamus.
Scottish Drew McIntyre, or not Scottish Drew McIntyre.
Scottish Drew McIntyre.
Irish Drew McIntyre. I had that.
Drew McIntyre, Scottish Sheamus. Fuck
off. Number 23 is along-awaited return of Road Dogg, Jesse James, which, going back to what I wrote for Booker T, I just wrote down, I want to see that shimmy. Oh, shucky ducky quack quack, I want to see that shimmy. There it is. That's that shimmy right there.
It's the dactyl. It's a dactyl, guys. It's a dactyl. Fuck.
Coming in at number 24, we had, for some reason, Jey Uso.
Yeah, that was random.
He did hit a nice corkscrew forearm that I thought looked really cool. I really wish he'd start breaking that out more.
I was just like, holy Uso, look how young he is.
I know, right? Number 25 was Jack Swagger, and I wrote, like, remember when we thought WWE was making Jack Swagger the face of the company? That was a fun month.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah. Number 26 was Wade Barrett. All I wrote down was C Swagger.
I was like, Wade Barrett with shit brown tights.
Yeah.
And then, damn, there goes Road Dogg.
Mm-hmm. And for number 27, it was David Otunga. All I wrote down was C. Barrett.
Were they chanting Mr. Hudson?
If they were, I have no idea.
I could have swore I heard the crowd chanting Mr. Hudson. I was like, 2012.
Yeah. Number 28 is St. Louis's own Randy Orton.
Randall Keith.
Okay. Number 29 was the supposed winner for this year, Chris Jericho. All I wrote down was the winner, right? And number 30 is former world heavyweight title contender Big Show. He comes in like a house of fire and eliminates many to get our final 4, which was Big Show, Jericho, Orton, and Sheamus. And then Big Show is out, followed by, who's next? Orton. And then, shockingly, Sheamus bro kicks Jericho and wins the 2012 Royal Rumble. I wrote down decent Rumble, not a bad one, but not a top 10 favorite of mine either, but 4 stars.
I gave 3.5. The finishing sequence with Jericho and Sheamus was probably better than it should have been. Even Jericho going for the pin, because he hadn't said anything up until the Rumble anyway, it made sense as to the whole gimmick he was running. There was something else. Nope, and I lost it. All right, but yeah, no. I mean, it was better than. Okay, that's what it was. So, 10 years ago, I thought this Rumble sucked. Watching it now, I'm like, that one actually wasn't that bad. The wrong winner, but it wasn't that bad.
See, I liked Sheamus as the winner. He was over as fuck at that point.
Yeah, I like the bait and switch. You know, I like that. You know, they found out like, oh, they fucking found out Jericho's gonna win. Well, we'll change that, and they gave us something different.
Yeah. It makes it more unpredictable, right? It's that part that you don't get a lot anymore because of all the fucking dirt sheets on the internet and all that other shit.
Exactly. Yeah.
I gave it a 4 out of 5 as well. Again, not bad. No really amazing moments other than, like you said, with Karma throwing Hunico over the top rope and Kofi Kingston's first ever fucking not getting eliminated by doing a fucking handstand spot.
Yeah.
It was pretty cool as well. There wasn't a whole lot else. It was just a decent match.
I popped big time when I heard
that. I know. I heard the theme music. I was like, yes! Oh, man. You need to induct that into the Hall of Fame. We need to get that into... That's going to be on the three. That's going to be in the 3-way Dance Wrestling Hall of Fame. Is that theme music right there?
Oh man, we're almost a year old. We got to start doing a Hall of Fame.
I know, right?
1 year in. Starting with the Great Khali's theme music.
Great Khali. That's going to be our Hall of Fame. We're just going to induct weird shit like Great Khali's theme music, Kevin Nash's quad muscle,
Tully
Blanchard.
The dactyl. The Big Show boots with Tully Blanchard's signature.
Yeah. Best wishes, Tully Blanchard, the Dactyl, Kevin Nash's quad, and Great Khali's theme music. That's the first class of the 3-way Dance Wrestling Hall of Fame.
And Sid Vicious signed scissors.
And Sid Vicious. Yeah. There you go. So overall, on a scale of 1 to 10, what do we give Royal Rumble 2012?
7.
This one was hard. The Rumble was good.
That's what she said.
Fucking Dolph was decent, even if Laurinaitis didn't really make sense. I thought Kane and Cena was okay, but could have been better if they didn't have all the bullshit afterwards. I'll give it a 6. 6 out of 10.
I wrote down 6, and then I was like, the only match I really just wasn't entertained by was Kane and Cena. Everything else kind of kept my attention. And everything. I didn't really hate anything. There was nothing really where I was just like, oh, fuck this. This is why I didn't watch this shit the first time. But I'm going to give it a generous 7 just because I thought the Rumble was good. There's a great couple memorable moments like Karma. Get the fuck out of here. I mean, you have Jim Duggan in there making a nice cameo. There's some good stuff in this Rumble. You got Great Khali's theme music in there. Plus, it's really weird, like seeing some of these guys who are still around 10 years later, like Jey Uso, the fucking Randy Orton, Drew McIntyre. Yeah, that one. That's probably the
Skinny Jinder.
Yeah, So yeah, I'm gonna give it a 7 out of 10.
Damn, Beth Phoenix. Like looking at Beth Phoenix in 2012, and then thinking about like gritty, like dirty looking Beth Phoenix now, I'm like, damn. Like, what happened?
Dirty looking Beth Phoenix.
There's no shitty headgear, but there's 80s glam band hair, and I'm like, okay, I don't know.
She started hanging out with Edge. That's what happened.
Yeah, but Edge was already passed around by that point. I'm not sure what she was going for there.
Yeah, wasn't she with Punk at the time, during that time?
Yeah, during that period of time, like no, not in 2012.
No? Oh, okay.
No, that was before he was banging Maria in 2012, I think, or maybe Kelly. It was one of the two. This Phoenix was before that, in like 2009. Punk had just come from ECW.
Huh.
I think that's how that went. Wow.
All right. So that was our review of Royal Rumble 2012. And now we're going to move on to our new segment here that we like to do here, and that is Impromptu Promo, which, as Nick eloquently likes to put it, whose line is it anyway, with a wrestling twist here. But before we get into that, we got to give another shout out to one of our sponsors, that being repsports.com. Where you can head on over and get yourself some great hats, t-shirts, shorts, stickers, decals, anything like that. But on top of all that, they have a great variety of pre-workout, mid-workout, I should say, and after-workout products. I mean, for the pre-workout, they have the Broken Arrow pre-workout powder. Plus, they also have a wide variety of pre-workout powders in many different flavors. Plus, they have the mid-workout, which is the Raise on-the-go powder. Plus, they have the Raise energy drinks as well. And also, once you're done banging and clanging and working in the gym and everything, they have the Hyper Sleep. That'll put you down for a nice good night's sleep as well. And we have a very special deal for you. If you look in the description of this podcast, if you click that link and use the checkout code ARTIST, ARTIST, if you use that checkout code, we're going to give you 4 packets of Broken Arrow pre-workout. We're going to give you 2 packets of Raise on-the-go energy. We're going to give you 2 packets of Hyper Sleep. Also, we're going to give you 4 cans of Raise energy drink. We're going to give you the 4 top flavors, that being Voodoo. We're going to give you Sour Gummy Worm, Baja Lime, which is a delicious flavor. And there's one other flavor that I'm pretty sure Shelby would like to tell you about.
Galaxy Burst!
Or he'd like to scream it at you, one of the two.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, Galaxy Burst. You'll get all 4 of those flavors for absolutely free. All we ask is that you cover the shipping. And I know what you're thinking, motherfucker. You just said you'd give it to me for free. I am going to give it to you for free. Just cover the shipping, because on top of all that, I'm going to give you a free $10 gift card to repsports.com as well, because you're going to try it. You're going to love it. You're going to want to come back. You want to get more, because I'm like a pusher. I'll give it to you for free. Come back and get more, because then you're going to come back, use your $10 gift card to repsports.com. Plus, you're going to use that checkout code again, ARTIST, and save 15% on your whole purchase. You're going to get the Raise energy drinks. You're going to get the Raise on the go. You're going to get the Hyper Sleep. You're going to get the Broken Arrow. You're going to get the hats, the t-shirts, the stickers. You're going to be slapping them on your ass. Everybody's going to know you're going to be drinking Raise energy and everything. So check out repsports.com. Use checkout code ARTIST and save 15%. All right.
I hope you don't slap stickers on your ass.
It's actually what I do.
You never slapped a sticker on your ass?
What I do in my free time is actually none of your damn business. But
oh,
yeah.
Giggy.
So yeah, we have Impromptu Promo. Now a lot of these I did carry over from last week because I was under the gun, but I did replace some ones with new ones. So who wants to go? Crickets.
I'll go first.
All right, Nick. You want the 1 for who you want to be, or roll?
Give me 1.
You're the Velveteen Dream.
Oh, fuck. I roll.
Oh, you want to change your mind?
Yes.
All right. All right. That is a 10. You're going to a 10. You're going to be Drake Maverick crying. And you're going against, you want a 1 or do you want to roll?
Roll.
You're Drake Maverick crying, but you're going against Vince McMahon, where the loser has to eat grapefruits.
So can. First, you fire me, and then you tell me to come back to lose to you, and then I have to eat grapefruits. Sir, I'm allergic to grapefruits. I told them that in catering. They told me to eat it. I couldn't walk that night. Oh dear. Oh
dear.
Oh, dear.
Oh dear. Oh dear me. Bollocks. Damn you,
Damn me,
Mr.
bollocks.
McBad. I got nothing more.
Just adding in the British dear.
Oh dear me,
Bollocks.
Yeah.
Oh,
All right, so
fuck.
do you want to be Velveteen Dream or do you want to roll?
Roll.
5. All right, you're Steve Austin, but you're Ice Dagger. And you're going to, do you want the 1 for who you're going against, or you want me to roll?
Roll.
We just did 10, didn't we? Oh, no. Okay. You're Steve Austin as Ice Dagger, and you're going against Viscera in a hot dog eating contest.
Okay. Oh, sorry. Listen here, son. This is Steve Austin, Ice Dagger Steve Austin. And tonight, the Ice Dagger is gonna eat more hot dogs than you big fat tard. I don't know why.
Only tard would be acceptable, but okay.
And that's the bottom line because Ice Dagger said so. That's all I got.
Okay. Yeah, I was about to say you had nothing for that one.
Yeah.
And I put Velveteen Dream on here because when we did HWL, the 17th time we did it, I found that it was extremely hard to play him, so that's why I put him on here. And I'm not doing it.
Yeah, I kind of figured he'd be really hard to play.
He was.
Mm-hmm.
11. Oh my god. I'm Charlotte Flair, but I'm getting railed by Andrade.
Oh, Poppy.
Yeah. And I'm going against. We just did 10. All right. Go again. We just did 10. 8. Oh, we just did 8. What the hell? 7. There we go. Oh my god. I'm Charlotte, and I'm getting rammed by Andrade, and I'm going against Paige and Tiffany for the Domestic Violence Championship.
Oh no.
Woo! Paige and Tiffany this Sunday in the triple threat match. I'm going to become the new Domestic Violence Champion. Oh my god, that feels good. Oh god. And then I'm going to be known as the queen of domestic. Oh, a little to the left, I'm trying. The queen of domestic violence. Oh, daddy. Oh, okay. That was just getting uncomfortable.
Yeah, just a little bit. Just a little bit.
Okay. All right, and we learned the hard way that 1 round is good enough. For
one round is good enough, but Nick did. But I think Nick killed that one. That was good.
Drake Maverick crying.
Drake Maverick crying. How can you not do good with Drake Maverick crying, though?
Yeah.
Hey, I had to really think about that.
All right, so before we get to our questions, before we get to our fact of the week, I'm sorry. Yeah, you know what? Screw it. Do the fact of the week. Go for it.
It's rather weak this week. So when Meatloaf guest starred on Raw in like 2010, his appearance was actually marked the end of guest hosts having authority. As after he got RKO'd, Edge came out and talked about how there was a new GM of Raw, and that she.
Wait a minute. Who got RKO'd?
Oh, Meatloaf.
Meatloaf. Oh, okay.
Yeah, Meatloaf got RKO'd, and then Edge came out and announced that there would be no more celebrities making the decisions, and that was the end of that. The week before, Meatloaf was guest star, I guess. Wayne Brady was RKO. Wayne Brady made matches that night because he had the authority to do it as the guest host. I miss the guest host too, actually.
Yeah, I like that. All right, and before we get to our questions here, we got to give one more shout out to a sponsor here, and that is the great people over at MoviesRUSA.net. Right now, they have over 2,000 titles you can choose from. Everything from classic TV shows to hard-to-find movies that you can find on Blu-ray there, and you can head on over and you can. I mean, they just released all the seasons of Columbo. So for you guys who love mysteries and such, go over there and get all the seasons of Columbo on Blu-ray. Or if you like a little sitcom in your life, then hey, you can go over there and get all the seasons of Different Strokes or the classic 227. Who remembers 227?
What?
227?
No.
Oh. But hey, you can get it and you can rediscover that or discover it for the first time over at moviesarusa.net. If you go over there and use the podcast checkout code, that being 3-way, the word, not the number, use 3-way and you will save 50. That's right, 50% on your purchase. I mean, you can get Home Improvement. You can get 8 or 9. I forgot how many seasons. I know it's 8 or 9. You get 8 or 9 seasons of television for $50. I mean, come on. Look on Amazon. Not a lot of TV shows that's going to give me 9 seasons for $50 on Blu-ray. Come on. So head on over to moviesarusa.net. Use checkout code 3-way and save 50% on your purchase.
Hey, you might even be not wanting to go back to the movie theater or the multiplex yet.
Yeah.
So, like, save big, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't want to go to the movie theater? Don't want to try and catch that Rona and everything? Hey, you can go over there right now and pre-order Spider-Man No Way Home. So, all right.
It would also cost you less for one season of TV than, say, if you were to go to insert subscription service name here and try to order for a year or however long you order for. It also ends up being cheaper if you do it for one series or even 2. Use that checkout code.
Use checkout code 3-way, save 50%. All right, now let's get on to our questions here. And I actually see Shelby actually responded to some of the people on here.
I responded to what I always do when I see it. It's good shit.
Andrew wants to know, you have to go into isolation for a year. You can bring 3 movies, 3 video games, and 1 TV show to help pass time. What are you taking?
So for the games, I'm going to say Red Dead Redemption 2, Far Cry 5, and a Resident Evil game that I can't tell you which one I'd probably take right now. Movies would be Smokey and the Bandit, The Watchmen, and I can't think of another movie. TV show would probably be House, though.
I think video games would have to be SmackDown, Here Comes the Pain, WWF No Mercy. I don't know another video game I would take in. Grand Theft Auto, Liberty City Stories.
Liberty City Stories, damn.
Yeah. I put a lot of time into that game.
Oh, fair enough.
Yeah, TV series, Corner Gas. Corner Gas or... Yeah, you know what? Fuck it. Corner Gas. I'd bring Corner Gas. For a year? Yeah, I can do that. 3 movies? Oh, shit. I don't know, man. A League of Their Own. Ready to Rumble. I don't know. Any porno. Yeah, hey, I'll get lonely.
That's fair. That's fair.
That's when you got to get creative, pal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I could just do an all-women's match on SmackDown Here Comes the Pain, and that'd be porn.
Oh. Creativity, pal.
Hey, you said get creative, pal.
Fulfill your fantasy.
No, I know.
Match.
Yeah, I kind of scoffed at that, and then I thought, oh, fuck. All right, so 3 movies. 3 movies. I'll go back to that. No. Back to the Future Part 1. Pulp Fiction. Moneyball. And then video games, Pokemon Stadium, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2, and WWE Day of Reckoning 2. TV show.
You can tell me that your dog ran away. Then tell me that took 3 days.
I was gonna say the US version of The Office, but no, it's Corner Gas.
There you go.
I watch this shit all the time.
Oh,
like, literally every day.
Actually, you know what? Instead of House is the TV series, Trailer Park Boys.
Too late. You said House. You're stuck with it. Get in your isolation. Go.
I mean, I'll survive with House.
Andrew wants to know, did you get bullied in school or were you the bully?
Bullied.
We're 3 guys doing a wrestling podcast. Take a fucking guess.
I was bullied.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's, yeah.
Take a wild fucking guess which one we were, Andrew. Did you ever get made fun of as a kid for liking wrestling? We're 3 guys doing a wrestling podcast, Andrew. Take a fucking guess.
Yeah.
Still get made fun of for liking wrestling. What the fuck?
Yeah, same.
What would you say is the most insulting moment for you as a viewer that the WWE produced?
Ooh.
Yeah, this one's tough.
Ooh.
We're 3 guys doing a wrestling podcast. What do you think?
Doesn't quite work here.
Doesn't work here? Okay. I figure I went to the world.
Yeah. Just try it.
Any Saudi show.
What?
Any Saudi show.
Except for
any Saudi show.
Except for the greatest Royal Rumble.
That one
I don't know if that was the exact question. Offended me.
What would you say was the most insulting moment for you as a viewer that the WWE produced?
Oh, well, you know.
Yeah, I don't know if I'd put that there. I think.
Eddie's in Hell.
Oh, fuck.
Let's see. Eddie's in Hell. There was.
You know
Vince, what? Mocking God. Like, I mean.
Up until I started watching again in 2016, I didn't really know as much of the backstage shit as I do now.
Uh-huh.
And I know this is a little bit more recent. There's probably been other things, but the only one that comes to mind is what's happened to NXT since fucking Triple H left.
NXT 2.0.
Yeah, like anything that happens there now is just the most
Gunther
shit. Well, I didn't mind Gunther, but there's so much other shit too, on that show. Just from the color scheme, just everything fucking changed, and it was, I don't know why they had to do that.
It's like Nickelodeon threw up
It's
in the Impact Zone.
Yeah.
Not even the Performance Center, the Impact Zone.
Yeah.
Like, gross.
Yeah. Yeah, it's the Impact Zone, but gross.
Yeah. I wouldn't say it was something they produced, but like I'd say the firings of Jack Gallagher and Velveteen Dream.
They fired Jack Gallagher?
Yeah.
Oh, I confused him with Noam Dar. Never mind.
Yeah. Because when those allegations came out, they like Rich Swann, take him for example. When those allegations came out that he abused his wife or something, they suspended him, sent him home, looked into it, and said, okay, listen, we got to let you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Some of the NXT UK guys, they said, like Ligero, they said, okay, we got to send you home. They looked into it. Okay, we have to let you go. Jack Gallagher, the lady came out and said, hey, you did this to me. They're like, you're fired.
Yeah.
Like, they didn't even fucking send him home, suspend him, give him a chance to fucking say, like, hey, wait a minute. No, they just fucking fired him.
Yeah.
So I thought that was a little unfair for Jack. I mean, whether he did it or not, hey, whatever. If he did it, hey, sucks to be him. If he didn't do it, well, it still sucks to be him because he lost his job over it.
Yeah, it sucks
but like I just think they should have given him a fighting chance.
Yeah, I suppose.
And we all know how I feel about the Velveteen Dream. I'm not going to go there again. Tony Dingle wants to know, what shoes are you wearing right now? I'm wearing socks.
I'm wearing slippers.
Same.
Tony wants to know, AEW has more talent than they can provide proper TV time for. True or false?
True.
True.
True. Part 2, AEW does its first talent purge. What 6 current AEW talent do you think should get the boot?
Marco Stunt, Joey Janela, fucking
The hell was
that
that?
other fuckhead? Yeah, it was a deliberatory grunt.
A deliberatory grunt? That's the thing.
I don't know. Sorry, Marco Stunt, Joey Janela, Sonny Kiss, Nyla Rose.
What?
It holds no value anymore. She gets her ass beat by everyone.
I disagree with that one, but okay.
Ryan Cage.
I haven't been doing anything.
And there's somebody else, and I can't think of who their fucking name is. I don't know if he's under contract or not. Who the fuck? What was his name?
Peter Avalon left, if that's who you're thinking of.
No, not Peter Avalon.
Okay.
We'll say, you know what, fuck. I'm going to say Matt Sydal. I don't think he's holding much value.
No. I'll say Matt Sydal, Luther, Serpentico. I'm sorry. People are going to hate me for it, but I'm sorry. Jim Ross. It's time to go, buddy. Two more. Brandon Cutler. Fuck him. You can go.
Yeah.
And you know what? It's time to ride off to the sunset, buddy. Sting. You can go.
Yeah, that's a fair one. I got Joey Janela, Sonny Kiss, Marco Stunt.
What? What's Sonny Kiss?
I don't like it. I really don't. I don't get
You
it.
don't like
I don't think she fucking works well either.
I think they're a good worker, but okay.
This one's probably gonna get you guys, but Andrade, just because like his run so far has been just brutal. He's one of those guys that was used better in WWE than he has been in AEW, like 100%.
No, I disagree with that.
Oh, I can't even understand his fucking promos. But anyways, Matt Hardy, because fuck Matt Hardy and everything he does now. And I know this guy is not re-signing or not being re-signed, but he should not be working there right now. They should just fire his ass. Leo Rush. Leo fucking Rush.
I knew that was coming.
How long does he? I would. He's gonna retire again.
For such a good promo and like just a good talent in general, he is a fucking moron. Just an absolute idiot. Like, why do who goes on Twitter and fucking calls out their boss?
I hurt my leg. I'm retiring now.
Yeah. Oh, I'm gonna retire because I'm a fucking wimp. Jesus Christ.
Tell us how you really feel.
Yeah.
Don't hold back.
Yeah, I know, right?
Jackie actually left a response to you guys. She said the arrest theories make sense.
Mm-hmm.
She said, does anyone really think it's hot when hot girls scratch their crotches? Yes, I do.
Not particularly, but
then you guys, man, you need to wake up.
Yeah.
Also, you need to see the Friends episode where Chandler becomes obsessed with baths.
I have seen it.
And I think Merces/Satchels are becoming more accepted.
That's probably true, actually.
And then for number 3, she just put a question, that being baby shit, ?
I don't remember baby shit.
Favorite shade of green?
Oh. Whose was that? Was that yours?
Was that mine?
No, that was mine.
No.
Okay.
And now Jackie wants to know, who's your favorite Disney princess?
Roxanne from a Goofy movie.
Not technically a Disney princess, but okay. Well, if we're gonna break logistical here, my favorite Disney princess since 20th century is owned by fucking Disney. I'm gonna say Dr. Frankenfurter.
Okay, no. No, I said Meg from Hercules then.
Wow.
At least I stuck within Disney canon, jackass.
Does Disney own Mario yet?
No.
Yeah. I'll just go Cinderella. Fuck it. I don't really have one.
What dog breed do you identify most with, Shelby?
I don't know how do you identify with a dog breed? It's a weird question. I mean, I'll just say Rottweiler, just because that was the first dog I ever had was a Rottweiler. So I don't know if that's answering the question or not.
What are those little dogs with the big eyes? Not Chihuahuas, but the other ones called?
Pugs?
Yeah, that.
Pugs.
You got big ass eyes.
No, just
I've
generally
had
look confused all the time.
I'm generally confused.
I've had Chihuahuas for the last like 14 years. I gotta say Chihuahuas, man. And she also wants to know, what would your stage name be if you did drag?
Shubsetta.
That is horrible. Mine would be Bobby Haven.
What? I don't know.
God.
Yeah, I got
Nikki?
nothing. Nikki, I guess.
Nikki, yeah.
Nikki Rose.
Nikki Rhodes. Yeah, okay.
There you go. You're Nikki Rose now. And we do have one more question from my friend Erica. And we have a voice question, so we're going to hear a voice here. Here we go.
Wow.
What I'm trying to say is, how old is the oldest receipt that you still have in your person? It could be in your backpack, it could be on your desk, somewhere in your room, your car, wherever your personal space is. But what is the oldest receipt that you have? And where is it from?
Did you get that?
The oldest what that we have?
Receipt.
Receipt.
Yes. Where is it from and where is it at?
I'm just looking on my desk right now. I only have one receipt on my desk.
I have a receipt from 2004.
God damn.
It's from when I bought the Clerks 10 anniversary DVD set. I don't know why. I kept the receipt and put it in the DVD.
Weird.
This is from... Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Nick.
Oh, no, go ahead.
All right. So this is from Esso Express Pay. I got 13.89 liters of gas on October 29th, 2021 when I was ghost hunting. And it wasn't even my car.
You're ghost hunting?
Yeah, man.
You said
Go
it
to a
so
spooky
casually.
tunnel. Yeah. Go to a spooky tunnel and drink beer and wait for the spookies.
What? Okay.
Spooky ghost hunting.
That's not ghost hunting. That's ghost waiting.
That sounds.
Well, we
that
walk
sounds,
around sometimes.
See, that just sounds like drinking and driving to me.
No, there's one person sober, and that was me last year. The year before was my buddy.
Was it Lunchbox?
Maybe. Lunchbox and his friends.
Good old Lunchbox. Nick?
The oldest receipt that I have. Now I gotta think.
I hold in my hands a receipt for my own birth.
Is
it
your birth certificate?
I don't have it.
I was like trying
I don't
to figure
have
that
any
out.
receipts nearby, so I can't really say but oldest overall would probably be shit. I don't know. A couple years old, probably 2018. It was from a bookstore. It's from like September of 2018.
Oh.
Would have been actually, hang on a minute. So the 11th, 10th, 8th. It was from September 7th, 2018. Used it as a bookmark. I don't know. It's still somewhere. It's probably faded a little bit, but yeah.
Oh, okay.
Actually, I bought a book. It was because the receipt is for a book called Blink. So, you know.
Well, were you learning how to blink in Morse code or something? Or
No.
oh,
I don't know. I don't know why that was relevant to the.
all right. So that was our last question here. So if you guys have any questions or ideas for impromptu promo, wrestlers or characters or quirks or anything like that, feel free to leave them in the comments down below. Just make sure they're questions for all three of us. And now we're going to move on to our vintage pick of the week, which is usually a match, a segment, a promo, a show. Who knows what we're going to pull out here that we think that you should go out and seek out and watch. So, Nick, hit us with your vintage pick of the week.
Meatloaf getting RKO'd by Randy Orton.
Oh, you really thought outside the box for that one, hey, Copernicus? Hey.
Or Snitsky's clothesline elimination of Paul London at the 2005 Royal Rumble.
There you go.
That's a good one. All right. Well, mine is from December 19th, 1977. And this is weird. So I was watching the old Madison Square Garden shows. And this was on one of those Madison Square Garden shows. But it was from WCW Australia. So like when Jim Barnett went out and got the territory going in Australia in like the 70s.
Mhm.
And it was Harley Race versus Rick Martell for the NWA World Heavyweight Championship. It wasn't like an incredible match, but I just thought like it was weird that it was like in that section on the network. I don't know if like they just I see they wouldn't even been on television. It was just weird placing of it. It was kind of unique and cool because they weren't even part of the NWA at that point. So I didn't quite understand why they were showing that match. But
Who won?
Harley Race.
Oh, okay. And mine's a little bit comical, but I don't know if it happened on Raw or on a pay-per-view, but when the NWO returned, Hogan, Hall, and Nash, when they were setting up Rock versus Hogan, the NWO meets The Rock for the first time. And,
Yeah.
Like, Hogan comes in like, dude, this is my kid's favorite wrestler.
It's
like,
The
can we get a
Rock.
picture? Yeah, it's The Rock. Like, this is my kid's favorite wrestler. Can I get a picture? You want a picture? Yeah, for my son. Okay, sure. And then talk about the people's chump or whatever he says. And he's like, wait a minute, hold on. The Rock was being a man. Picture for your son. You, Big Daddy Cool Diesel. And then you, Chico, Razor Ramon.
Razor Ramon. I fucking remember that so hard. I've watched that on YouTube so many times. So good. Rock during that time was just incredible.
You, Chico.
You, Chico, Razor Ramon. And he does a little dance with it and everything.
Yeah.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
Rock was being a man. Picture for your son.
It's like when he's talking to Kurt Angle about winning the Royal Rumble and going to WrestleMania. They're just dreams. They're just sweepy dreams. Sweepy dreams.
My
name is Billy.
But my name is Billy. It doesn't matter what your name is. That, and we, of course, we've all seen the Rock Armageddon promo.
Oh, yeah, fuck. I was
There
like,
you
what Armageddon promo? Yeah, that was great. Oh, Rock promos in general.
I'm going to drink a big glass of milk and go home and take 3 Viagra.
What was the Jimmy Jack Jericho with the glass eye?
Oh, Jericho and Rock, yeah. That was a good one,
Jimmy Jack Jericho with the glass eye.
Oh, fuck. We could talk Rock promos all night.
Probably.
Yeah.
But there's the bell. So we know what that means. That signifies the end of the 3-Way Dance Wrestling Podcast. And next week, Rumble month comes to a close, kind of, because I think next month it'll be February. Or next week it'll be February, correct?
Yeah.
No, it'll be the 31st.
Wow. The 31st, I thought was Monday.
Let me double check. Hold on.
Yeah, 31st is Monday.
Yeah, 31st.
Oh yeah,
Monday.
it sure is. Okay, yeah. So next week will be a new month, but we're going to talk about the 2022 Royal Rumble. We're going to have hopefully two brand new Royal Rumble winners, and the road to WrestleMania will begin. And yes, this is episode 40. We are 12 away from a full year's worth of episodes. We have taken a couple breaks in between there. You know, viruses, vacations, Shelby's sanity, all mixed in there. So again, if you guys have any questions for us, it can be anything. Just leave them in the comments down below. Just make sure that for all three of us. Impromptu promo ideas, leave them down there as well. We will see you guys next week when we talk about Royal Rumble 2022. So for Nick and Shelby, I am the ArtistVersion1, and remember, be breezy.